It is Tuesday, July 28th. Hi, I'm Sean Fox at PlayStation News Now, your source of news, rumour, reviews and video game discussion. Basically, everything PlayStation. In today's news, we have a ton of exclusive, explosive news for JRPG fans and an update on the troubled PlayStation 4 Street Fighter V beta. But let's kick off with... During a live-streamed presentation, Square Enix showcased the first key artwork of Dragon Quest Heroes 2. The upcoming action RPG will be released on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita in spring 2016. It was also announced that the game will have a 4-player multiplayer, a full new story, and returning characters from the Dragon Quest series. Square Enix mentioned during the presentation that the first Dragon Quest Heroes sold over 1 million units in Japan and Asian markets, but that isn't what you want to hear right now, is it? No, you want to hear official confirmation, ladies and gentlemen, that Dragon Quest XI for PlayStation 4 and Nintendo 3DS is a thing, and the PlayStation 4 version will be powered by Unreal Engine 4 with the deft hands of renowned and respected Japanese studio Level 5. So, I'm guessing you want as much details on this as possible. So here it is. During a live stream presentation from Tokyo, Square Enix finally announced Dragon Quest XI. The Search for a Bygone Time is the subtitle, as the next numbered installment of the Dragon Quest series. At the beginning of the broadcast, it was mentioned that some information was leaked, but the publisher decided to go ahead with the announcement anyway. Of course, the piece of information everybody wanted to know is the platforms, and the new game will be released for PlayStation 4 and Nintendo 3DS, as I mentioned, and it will be directed by Takeshi Uchikawa. The PlayStation 4 version will be developed by Level 5, who are genius in my opinion, and using Unreal Engine 4 to fully utilize the power of the PlayStation 4 console. The two versions will have the same story but will feature different graphics, obviously, and partially different development teams. The PlayStation 4 version is being developed in collaboration with Orca, while the 3DS version is in development with the help of Toy Logic. Composer Koichi Sugiyama will also return alongside Dragon Ball's Akira Toriyama as the character designer, and a Nintendo NX version will also be developed and revealed at a later date. But you're probably thinking today's awesome news ends there, right? Wrong! PlayStation 4 version of Dragon Quest X has also been announced. During the same livestream presentation from Tokyo, Square Enix announced that the MMORPG Dragon Quest X will be released on PlayStation 4. You don't know how pumped I am right now. I'm literally restraining myself. Now, further details were given, including a release window. However, Dragon Quest X is already available for PC, 3DS, Wii U and Wii U. Could this mean Square Enix is finally about to publish the game in the West? Let's all hope for a small miracle. So when it comes to full-on PlayStation 4 development, Square Enix are on fire right now. Just check out this list of Square Enix activity. So, PlayStation 4 fans are all about to OD on these juicy, lovely, great games coming in the shape of Final Fantasy VII Remake, Star Ocean 5, Worlds of Final Fantasy, Nier 2, Final Fantasy XIV, Final Fantasy X and X-2 Remaster, Dragon Quest Heroes, Dragon Quest Heroes 2, Dragon Quest XI and Dragon Quest X MMO. Plus, not forgetting the Square Enix multi-platform games such as Final Fantasy XV and Kingdom Hearts 3, and also not forgetting Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider no less, once it reaches limitation and comes to PS4 1 year after the Xbox One timed exclusivity. Also, developer Tri-Ace has a new JRPG in the works called Exist Archive: The Other Side of the Sky for PlayStation 4 and, would you believe it, PlayStation Vita support at last. Due to be announced on Wednesday, but the long-running Japanese publication Famitsu spilled the beans on the new JRPG created by Tri-Ace and published by Spike Chunsoft. Is this the start of a major resurgence for the home console in Japan? You better believe it. You know, I have to say much kudos to Sony for PlayStation 3 and the years of entertainment the aging console continues to bring us gamers, but I have always said that with the launch of PlayStation 4, the console is the spiritual successor to PlayStation 2, and my opinion has not changed. Taking nothing away from its competitors, the PlayStation 4 is simply in a class of its own. And in other unrelated game news, Capcom offers its sincerest apologies to everyone who participated in the first beta test. While the purpose of the beta is to work out these types of issues, it was very clear that the issues we faced were more severe than we were prepared for. Now, after 3 days of testing, while we were making progress in collecting valuable data, we felt the majority of players were not having a good experience, and the best course of action would be to take the servers offline for extended maintenance. We will be postponing our first beta phase until we believe the experience is going to be a positive one for the players. And here's a quick update. There seems to be concern for some players who are unable to connect to the beta that they would not be able to get the in-game incentive we mentioned. While we are still working out the specifics of the incentive, we can confirm that connecting to or not being able to connect to the initial beta will not be a factor in receiving this incentive, which is awesome news. Now, to be clear, the first beta test attempt will not count towards our previous announced beta test allotments. Now, there will still be at least 3 full beta tests prior to the game's launch. So for those in the Americas that feel disappointed that they were not able to experience their pre-order incentive, there will be plenty of opportunities prior to launch to experience the game. And I suppose that would go for the EU region too. Additionally, we are working on a worthwhile in-game incentive for players that participated in the first beta test. While we cannot confirm specifics just yet, we will have more details on this in the coming weeks. Now, of course, EU people, can't leave you out. So to all the European and Asian players that felt they were missing out on a beta since we limited it to North America on Friday and Saturday, we apologize for the inconvenience. Due to the state of the server issues, we had to limit the number to a smaller pool in order to identify issues and potential solutions. Either way, we will still be providing these players with an incentive as well, as all territories were inconvenienced. To all of the players that participated and supported us through this initial phase, we cannot thank you enough. We understand how frustrating it is to be so close to playing the game you are excited for and to not have it working. That's quite endearing, actually. Good statement. Now, the whole team here is very disappointed that we were unable to deliver a proper beta experience this time around. Thank you so much for your continued support, and we promise that we will have a better experience for you with future betas. We will be sharing more details when available, but for now we appreciate your patience as we work on solutions to offer the experience that we had intended. So I guess now that Ultra Street Fighter 4 PlayStation 4 version has been fixed to ensure that is indeed the de facto, the best version on console available right now, I guess we'll have to practice with that until Street Fighter 5 returns for its beta. Which brings us to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, poke the like button. Help us reach more PlayStation fans by sharing this video. And subscribe for more PlayStation news, rumor, and reviews. Don't forget you can and should comment on any of today's top news stories. And I'll see you all in the next video. Until next time, thanks for watching.
Gotta run away.